welcome back to a brand new video, and today we have another review for you guys in Draft Man. Today we have the 94 rated Prime Icon Moments Ruud Gullit review. And this card is actually pretty crazy. We're going to be talking about him in the gameplay and all that stuff. But I already pre-recorded the draft. I was just doing drafts yesterday, kind of had some downtime, some chill time. So I was like, you know what, man, I don't want to really turn on the camera at this moment in time. I'm just going to record some drafts and see if I can get some good players. I really wanted to try Gullit and Eusebio, as I've tried basically everyone else that's like really relevant from the Prime Icon Moments. And this draft overall, I thought I was going to get a 193. Like, this draft was very, very good. And I felt like if I would have gotten 99 Team of the Year Ronaldo, I would have gotten a 193. So I felt like I was really, really close to getting it. But if you guys could drop a like on this video, if you guys want more reviews like these, we're going to be talking about the player more in the gameplay. I believe the draft is like around the 4-minute mark is where the draft does end, maybe even 5 minutes, something like that. But we have gameplay for you guys, and we don't have rewards because the rewards were a bit poor. And I actually forgot to record them, so I don't have them. So yeah, I got an 84 rated player, I got two 35k packs, and I got nothing from them. But if you guys could drop a like on this video, if you guys do want more videos like these, I would appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for the best draft content on YouTube, and turn your notifications on so you guys won't miss any video that I do upload, because I do upload every single day. And I also have the Kasper Schmeichel SBC cheapest solution for his Danish Player of the Year on my channel already. That should be up. It is up actually. And it's gotten like about 2,000 views, I believe it is, in less than 24 hours, which is pretty cool. That video is doing very well, so I really do appreciate you guys for that. But we decided to do a draft. I mean, draft is kind of like the hot thing right now on YouTube, I would say, especially since we have a bit of downtime now that I feel like, what was the last promo? The Prime Icon Moments, I guess you can say, like the upgrades, the Winter's Refresh, all that stuff. We kind of have some downtime, even though they've kind of released this mini promo where it's like buy one get one free, and then like the what's it called, the best of informs or whatever from this week's Team of the Week, like adding to this week's Team of the Week, I should say, apart from 97 Messi. So I guess that's pretty cool, but apart from that, it's like there's really not much going on right now, if we're being completely honest, on the game. So we kind of just have to wait until Foot Birthday does come out, which should mean like in a week or two actually, when we think about it. And knowing EA, since this is gonna be like, I feel like Foot Birthday could really be a huge promo if they really do want it to be, because this is the 10th year anniversary of Ultimate Team, so it's gonna be a huge promo, and that should start next week. Hopefully, hopefully they announce it, or maybe even this week, and then it starts next week, something like that. That'd be really cool. I really do hope EA do something big for that before Team of the Season, because Team of the Season is very close here as well. Speaking of season, man, did you guys see the Prem games today? Liverpool barely held on against Everton to get 1 point, and they're 1 point behind City now, and City are back in the lead. Like, that is just ridiculous, man, how the just Liverpool's collapse. But yeah, this is not what we're not talking about. We're not talking about the Prem and in-game life stuff. We're not talking about Real Madrid's what's it called, Real Madrid's downfall in this video either, because that would make me very sad, as I am a Real Madrid fan. But we're talking about Prime Icon Moments Ruud Gullit. As you guys see on the screen, we did get a huge draft with a couple Team of the Years, a couple icons here and there, and in my opinion, this was the closest I've ever been to like a super team ever in any FIFA ever. Like, I have a Prime Icons Gullit, a 99 Pele, a CR7 that I do bring on for Kovacic right off the bat, a Team of the Year Conte, a Team of the Year Sergio Ramos, a icon center back, a Cancelo who's great, a Jordi Alba, which is great, a Team of the Year David De Gea, which is great, a George Best, which is great. I would say the only weak point in this whole team is probably Carlos Puyol, who was actually not that bad, was actually pretty solid. And then also the left wing, Alexis Sanchez, who I brought on Aguero and Ousmane Dembele from time to time. But you guys are going to see gameplay with Gullit in this game, man. I did play him at left center mid because I felt like that's where most people would play him, and he was absolutely great. You guys are going to see him score a green time finesse in one of these games. I think it's right here actually. in one of these clips. There we go. What a goal that is by Gullit, man. I felt like these prime icon moments are so good to the point where green time finesse, for them, it has to go in, which is why I tried it, or else I wouldn't have even tried a timed finesse. But Gullit with a fantastic goal there, and I think that's one of his only few goals in this game, because if I wanted to get some clips with him, if I wanted to get some goals and assists and everything like that with him, I would have to force it to him, and I didn't really want to. But man, at center mid, this guy's an absolute machine. His stamina, he doesn't run out. He just runs the whole game. He's super tall. He wins every single headers. Every single header. He's very, very good in the air. And his passing is actually really, really good as well. I would say his positioning as well is really good on the pitch. Really pairs up super nicely with Team of the Year Conte. Like, see, I feel like my opponents were really annoyed with him, because if you got past Gullit, you have Team of the Year Conte right in front of you. So one of those guys were going to tackle you one way or another. And you guys see my opponent scored an absolutely crazy, ridiculous bicycle kick against me right here. I guess I just put it in because, well, first of all, I'm putting all my opponent's goals in, and second of all, he scored a bicycle kick with Rude Gullit, so I guess that's one of the things you can't say he can't do, which is crazy about him. But a lot of people are saying he's one of the best icons in the game, and I would say he is, and he really does feel like he feels like, let me say this, he feels as if he gets the job done, and I know that sounds like underwhelming, but he does what every center mid in the game kind of should do. Like, every center, like, if the gameplay was good, Fabinho and him would be very similar. And I know that's crazy to hear, because I know Gullit has more pace, more shooting, better dribbling, and all that stuff. But I feel like the mistakes and the gameplay kind of BS that happens in normal games with like gold players doesn't happen with this card. Like, this card just does everything right, and of course it's because he's an icon, prime icon moments, and he's so boosted and so good in this game that this is how it should be, because there's always has to be a pay to win aspect to this game. But this guy's just so good. Gullit, there's really no one that you can compare with him ever, in my opinion, just because even I had bad gameplay in some of these games, and I still felt like he was in control of the ball the whole time, which is pretty impressive in my opinion. But yeah, he did very well. His positioning was great. How I said, he was always in the position to either one, make a tackle, two, get a pass out, block the pass, intercept the ball, whatever it was. And how I said, hit him, Team of the Year Conte, those two are insanely good together, man. Like, there's no other partnership which I'd rather have. Maybe Patrick Vieira in there, something like that. Okay, so yeah, I really did enjoy playing with this team overall, though, especially the midfield. I felt like Pele was the only one that kind of lacked. Like, let's say if instead of because I played in a 4-3-2 with the CDM and two center mids, I feel like if I would have played in a formation of like a 4-2-3-1, like the most meta formation, with like Gullit and Conte right next to each other, prime icons Gullit, and then the Team of the Year Conte at CDMs, and then Pele at cam, I felt like this team would have been much better and would have just played much better. But overall, this team was just great and so much fun to play with. And I felt like I was in control of many of the games, because I had so many opportunities to create plays and all this stuff, because I kept winning the ball back with Gullit and Conte, which just kind of shows these two guys' dominance, especially Gullit's dominance in the midfield. Like, you won't see a single pro team, or you won't see a single high-end player in this game not have Gullit, not have Vieira, because these guys are just staples into people's teams now, because they're so good in the game, and there's just like no one that will match them. Even when Team of the Season comes around, even when the summer comes around and we get like super high-rated 95, 96 special cards that look like they're going to be as good as them, it's just something about the icons that always outperform just any other special card. It doesn't matter which one it is. But in this last game, we actually go into extra time. The game finished 0-0. I was dominating, but I just couldn't score on this guy. And there was a one-on-one with CR7 where he shot it straight to Neuer, and Neuer was just going off the whole game. And I kept trying to score headers with Gullit, kept trying to score headers with CR7, but then I found myself some open space, and then he did give us the winning goal. Because Gullit is good at headers, actually. I believe I did score a couple with him in this draft. But I feel like Cristiano Ronaldo is just like unmatched when it comes to crosses and headers and corners and all this stuff. He just jumps so high. It's just like there's no one that can compare to him. But Hoyt, overall, to be completely honest, I really enjoyed him. I loved playing with him, and man, it would be so cool to play with him just for a whole weekend, 30 games a weekend league. But this is the closest, like 4 games of draft is going to be the closest I probably ever get to playing with a guy like him, along with Team of the Year Conte, CR7, Pele, Team of the Year Ramos, Cancelo, Team of the Year David De Gea, George Prime Icon Moments, George Best, like all these guys. I just hope I can afford them one day, but I guess I probably won't, especially since I'm not looking forward to dropping like 10k on this game just to get a good team. But yeah, guys, this is where I with the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you guys want to see some more Prime Icon Moments SBCs, not Prime Icon Moment SBCs, Prime Icon Moments reviews, let me know in the comment section down below who you want to see. Next up is probably going to be Eusebio. I'm going to try and get him as soon as possible. I really do want to play with him. But yeah, we're going to try and get a 193 on this channel as well, since I did see Skills get it today. One of the first guys I've seen get it on YouTube. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day, and I'm out.